At center, JaVale McGee. At the other forward position, Anthony Davis. At the other guard position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting team is Frank Vogel.
It's time! Everybody welcome the Oklahoma City Thunder starting five! At small forward, at 6'3", number 5, Lucas Dort. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 8, Danilo Gallinari. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 12, Steven Adams. At the other guard position, 6'0", number 3, Chris Paul. Billy Donovan is your head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number 1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Thunder, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Dort over Davis. Paul can't get it to go.
And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
Just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is collecting the ball.
Now here's Paul following the miss by Anthony Davis. Shot clock at 6. Paul against LeBron, and it goes down 2 points.
Just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. It's one of his many strengths.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
That one is off. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Now here's Green following the shot by Chris Paul. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Gallinari. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Green bounce pass. LeBron is doubled. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And another basket for the Lakers.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Gallinari surveying the D. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Chris Paul. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And it's Davis missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 4. James with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wasted no time on that one.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Ball against James. Paul passes to Gallinari. And Davis pulls it down.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Here is Paul, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. The Thunder with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And let's get a check on some of the leaders from around the league with this list of the top assist men at small forward since we've emerged from the All-Star break. LeBron James, #1.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Well, it's one thing not just to do it in the half court, but to see it in the open floor, recognizing your 4 other teammates running the wings. Those passing skills are special.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
Amazing year last year to see Gallinari fully healthy. So valuable when he's out there on a consistent basis, and he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Gallinari hits them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. That one goes in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Paul against James. Pulls it up. Paul's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Good, nice job down low. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
And Paul takes pride in scoring past the defense. He's used to getting roughed up a little bit. Sometimes he causes most of that, though, Kevin. True grit from the little man.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And taken away by Paul. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
From the line, here's McGee. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. J.R. Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Waiters comes in for Danny Green.
One shot.
That's good from McGee. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Now here is Davis. He's got 6. The dish to James. Out to Smith for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Schroeder passes to Noel, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Now here's LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Here's Howard. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Pass to Nader. Back to Schroeder. The 3. No good there. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Kuzma passes to Howard. And good that time. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Schroeder. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. James finds Smith. Waiters passes to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. James has got 8.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness. Let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for James. Putting up about 25 points per game, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's LeBron after Oklahoma City gets the three.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Schroeder. Buries the 20-footer.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Smith outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles, J.R. Smith, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Ray, you stood up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Here's Schroeder. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Passes it to Muscala. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Smith.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And it's blocked.
Iverson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Noel dishes to Schroeder. Lets a floater go. That one's not going to go. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Pass to Howard. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Waiters surveying the D. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, waiters and confidence, they go together pretty well.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top, ending the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ferguson out there with Muscala. And there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Robertson. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard.
To the left.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Two shots.
That's good from Noel. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Both free throws good from Noel.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Now here's Waiters. Goes up on the high post. Again, Los Angeles.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Now here's Robertson. He's tightly guarded. Now here is Muscala. And here's Robertson from deep three-point range. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Jazz, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And he makes the first.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Robertson. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
The Thunder have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Paul's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Lakers also with a sub. Green, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. That's good from Muscala. Here's Caruso. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Green. Now the pass to Caruso. Here's Howard. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Paul. The Thunder with another miss. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Utah. On the wing, Green, defended by Paul. Bounce pass from Morris. The jump hook, no good from Howard.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And they pick up 2.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Lakers leading by 17. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Back to Howard. Thunder with the rebound. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul passes to Adams. Caldwell-Pope brings the double team.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Steven Adams.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
2.
The first free throw is good. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there? That
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Now, here is Gallinari. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Such a savvy guard, easily getting the foul call on those type of shots.
That's his second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Two.
First free throw is good.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Davis. And that one drops for him. Davis has got 8 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Adams outside. Paul outside. Jacks up a 3. Connects from three-point range. He's got 11.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
Passes it to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. Fires for 3. That shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Paul with the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
Teardrop shot. Caruso, no good.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Here's Nader, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. Smith comes in for Danny Green. And it's LeBron in for Alex Caruso. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Caldwell Pope. Nader grabs the board.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's LeBron. He's got 10, and they double up LeBron. Caldwell Pope finds Davis. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lets it go from 11, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Such a big part of Gilgeous-Alexander's growth. When he hits hard shots like that, it makes him feel like he can score just about anywhere.
Now here is McGee. 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to Davis. Caldwell Pope dishes to James. Pass to McGee. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Danilo Gallinari. 12th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Now, here is Gallinari. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Right side Davis. Swing shot on the way. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oklahoma City moving it around. Basket good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Defense is right there. Pass to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Anthony Davis third.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
James left side. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, he gets that contact and finds free throws.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James.
It's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from James. Thunder trailing by 6. Robertson the pass to Adams. And here's Schroeder. Pulls up on the elbow. And again it's Oklahoma City.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brett he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug for Schroeder. It's really about consistency, Kevin.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
James looking around. Right at the free throw line. The shot that time not on target. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Here's Dort. He's guarded by Waiters. Clock at 6. And it's Schroeder missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups. Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Adams' shot is off.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McGee with the block. They get it back. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Noel.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who could score from anywhere.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And so we conclude the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Lakers leading by 8. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at the 5, down low. Now here's Davis. And here's McGee over Gallinari. McGee's shot is off. And now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The feed to Davis. Gallinari with the steal. McGee against Paul. That one misses. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Green taking his time here. LeBron outside. With the second effort, he lays it in. LeBron's got the first points of the second half here for the Lakers.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Paul against LeBron. And Adams kicks to Paul. Gallinari outside. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Gallinari's got 7.
And that 3 ball from Gallo looks good. Just very impressive form right there.
Davis, the pass to Green. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now. McGee dishes to LeBron. Can't hit from in close.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
It's stolen by Davis. And here's the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 9. Thunder trailing by 9. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. And stolen by LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. But they'll get another chance. Davis, second chance shot, and Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Lakers leading by 9. LeBron outside. Green kicks to James. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Paul passes to Dort. Dishes to Gallinari. Six on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Paul. He's got 15. Gallinari outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And Gallo does an outstanding job there getting into the contact as he was shooting.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gallinari. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Los Angeles, Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Thunder trailing by 13. The rejection by James.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets. Two.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
That one misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers. Under trailing by 14. Over to the left wing. The shot by Nader, no good. The Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Fades. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Kuzma following the basket by Chris Paul. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Ripped away. Here's Ferguson. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Morris.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Caruso. Gallinari covering. Pass to Howard. 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Here's Kuzma. Gallinari with the rebound.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caruso, no good. Under trailing by 12. Nader the pass to Paul. Ferguson for 3, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Paul against LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Dennis Schroeder. He's averaging about 19 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Schroeder missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Waiters right side. And the pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Schroeder. Kuzma can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 11. And the layup's good off the glass. Robertson's got his first points of the night.
Robertson slicing through the defense, and that's all because he's staying active.
Kuzma passes to Smith. Knocks it loose and stolen by Robertson. Pass to Schroeder. From outside the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Waiters. The teardrop layup falls off target. Schroeder up top, guarded by Kuzma. Schroeder dishes to Robertson. He kicks it to Noel. Schroeder outside, 6 to shoot. Noel passes to Schroeder. And that one, good. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Morris finds Howard. Smith outside. This is it to Kuzma. And again, the Lakers no good. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, here's Robertson, covered by Smith. Schroeder looking over the floor. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Smith the pass to Morris. Now Howard. He's got 6. Raiders for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Robertson kicks it over to Schroeder. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Lakers leading by 4. Waiters outside. But they get it back. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. And he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they lost that last game. And they lost that last game by a slim margin, and you can't help but think that if he had a better night at the stripe, the result could have been different.
And the first one at the line is good.
For Schroeder, it's all about speed. He just changes direction and shifts into another gear, Kevin. That's where his advantage lies.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Kyle Kuzma. Schroeder hits them both. Here's Waiters. 1:21 left to play in the third. Morris outside. Smith up top. Waiters outside. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. And the jumper is on the mark. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night. Thunder trailing by 4. Robertson the pass to Noel. Schroeder against Waiters. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Morris.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Waiters finds Caldwell-Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Smith on the wing. Defended by Robertson. Over Robertson. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Yeah, you don't want J.R. Smith to get room to shoot, especially from the mid-range there. He's very effective at scoring just about anywhere on the floor.
Schroeder with the ball. 15 points in the game. It could go.
This is why Davis is considered one of the best defenders in the league. His mere presence is good enough to alter those shots.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Robertson. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now, here's Robertson. They grabbed their own miss. Adams' shot is good.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Now here's Green. Left side, Waiters. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Free throw, no good for Waiters.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Robertson being aggressive that time, so staying away from the catch and shoot game and taking it at the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And a power forward in college. Robertson's been working on increasing his shooting range ever since he entered the league.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Good on the second free throw. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Waiters passes to McGee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls, and Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Both free throws good from McGee. Thunder trailing by 7. Schroeder passes to Gallinari. Pass to Adams. Kicks it to Schroeder. Back to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. And Adams with the slam.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Lakers leading by 5. Waiters passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Waiters. Outside, Green. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. LeBron, he's checked in for Waiters.
LeBron James.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Here's Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
The Lakers rebound. Shot's good by Green. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Schroeder outside. From 17 feet out. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. LeBron passes to Davis. Shoots over Schroeder, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fights on the inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Now, here's Gallinari. It's stolen by Davis, and it's the Lakers on the break. Ron with the ball, and it's slammed in by Davis.
So being that good and then being that efficient, yeah, that's what Anthony Davis represents. Outstanding at shooting from that spot on the floor.
LeBron against Paul. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Now here's Robertson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Adams taking his time here. Robertson with it. He's against Green. Just 4 to shoot. Paul. Bullseye. Paul's got 19 points.
Just sticking with the play. Chris Paul there, determined to make something happen. Maintains his focus all the way through that one.
McGee up top. Adams defending. McGee dishes to James. Adams, some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Count it. Good. And now 24 points for LeBron.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
Ball outside. Back to Adams. McGee with the block. Caldwell Pope outside. He feeds it to James. Over Paul. Nice shot by James. 26 points for him.
Defensively, that's what you're trying to prevent, and LeBron James is too good.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's James. Bucket is good. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is something that LeBron James also does well, good at shrugging off the defense, bouncing off of them, and then concentrating on getting the finish.
Now here's Paul. Back to Robertson. The pass to Adams. Back to Gallinari. Fires it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's James. Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Dort.
Here's Dort. Passes to Paul. Gallinari down low. Davis is on it. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Gallinari missing. Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. LeBron against Paul. Down low. Gallinari against Davis. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams against McGee. 5 to shoot. The pass to Dort. From downtown. Here's Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Steven Adams does all of the dirty work. I mean, all of it, Kevin. A defensive anchor, and continues to play with tremendous energy on a nightly basis.
And the Lakers making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Good on both. And here is James. Timeout called the Lakers.
Call for the Lakers.
Start it.
I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my view, and I'm trying to find something.
get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Now here is McGee. Pass to LeBron. Passes it to Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Puts up a 3. Davis. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 13.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
Caldwell Pope against Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter. Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Now here's Paul. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Takes a 3. The shot by Paul, no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. Inside, Davis throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Phenomenal strength there by AD to take the hit and finish that one.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Adams outside. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Waiters. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Waiters outside. James the pass to Davis. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. LeBron, no luck.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari on the wing, guarded by McGee. Can they get it? And Davis pulls it down.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Davis.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts. Jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Here's Davis, the Thunder making the shot. Raiders for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander and the way that he's working. He's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
One shot.
Here's Kuzma. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.